Is Apple brewing something incredible behind the scenes? For example, like many acquiring an infamous AI brand or something. Rumor has it that's what's happening. It seems Apple is on to the big picture. There's a nifty gadget called the Rabbit R1 that aims to handle your tasks with a simple voice command. While the Rabbit had potential, it was kinda redundant, especially since smartphones are getting smarter by the day. Google and Samsung are already integrating AI into their devices. Despite Siri's current limitations, there's some juicy stuff going on behind the scenes at Apple's Siri department. Rumor has it that Apple's been quietly cooking up their version of ChatGPT, dubbed Ajax GPT. It's a big move and it's got everyone buzzing. Looks like Apple's got some tricks up its sleeve. We've been hearing all about Microsoft and Google's latest AI ventures. They've been making a lot of noise about it, but Apple's been keeping things quiet. While they haven't been shouting it from the rooftops like their rivals, behind the scenes, they've been making some serious moves in the AI game. Since 2017, Apple has quietly acquired a whopping 21 AI startups, more than Microsoft, Meta, and even Google's parent company Alphabet. They've been dropping about $1 billion on AI ventures without making a peep. From self-driving tech to music generation, Apple's been snatching up companies left and right, covering everything from voice design to image recognition. That's just the tip of the iceberg. Apple, they're not one to rush into things. They move at their own pace, but when they do it big. Just look at how they transformed the computer mouse, smartphones, tablets, and smartwatches. They didn't invent these things, but they sure made them better than ever before. What are Apple's latest AI efforts? In August 2023, Tim Cook spilled the beans that they've been diving deep into generative AI for years. While the world was going crazy over ChatGPT, Apple had already been cooking up similar concepts way before it hit the scene. Since 2020, they've been building a dream team focused on developing conversational AI that puts privacy front and center. Their squad includes former Google brainiacs, and the team lead, John Giannandrea, used to head up a machine intelligence research at Google. They are working on something big, a chatbot called Apple GPT, based on their Ajax model. Though it's said to be in the works, the release date is still under wraps. Apple's been dropping hints here and there though. They've quietly rolled out frameworks and model libraries tailor-made for their chips. And there's talk of bringing generative AI apps to MacBooks. It's like a whole AI frenzy going on behind the scenes at Apple, with multiple teams hustling on different projects. Remember Siri, the voice assistant, has been part of the iPhone since way back in 2011. Well, it started as a promising innovation, but somewhere along the way it lost its shine. Fast forward to April 2023, and a bombshell report dropped, revealing the chaos within the Siri team. Turns out they've been having some serious internal strife, with folks at odds over how to improve the assistant. Needless to say, all the squabbling hasn't done much to move Siri forward. It's like a car stuck in reverse, spinning its wheels but going nowhere. From disagreements among team members to a lack of meaningful progress, Siri's journey has been far from smooth sailing. It's like Siri was stuck in the dark ages when it came to feedback. Engineers were in the dark about how many people were using Siri and how often. They'd ask for more data to make Siri better, but it all fell on deaf ears. Apple had this idea of keeping Siri's future developments all on the device, without any connection to a big AI brain on a server. But that puts Apple at a disadvantage compared to others. Apple's big shots weren't too keen on letting AI generate responses for Siri. They preferred a team of 20 writers to churn out pre-written answers. Kinda explains why Siri's responses can sometimes feel a bit canned. It's like they're obsessed with controlling every little thing, which clashes with the idea of AI freedom. Then there's this feature idea from 2019 that got the boot. Users wanted to report issues with Siri's answers, but Apple's design team did not allow that. The poor machine learning engineers were flying blind, unable to make Siri better without feedback. All this control freak behavior started to wear thin on employees. They felt like Apple was just dragging its feet on AI decisions and too scared to take risks. Some even jumped ship to Google to focus on those fancy language models. There was this big idea to revamp Siri completely with a project called Blackbird. They wanted to make Siri faster, lighter, and more flexible. But the Siri team shut it down. Instead, they pushed for their project, Siri X, which only focused on moving Siri's processing to the device. Blackbird got the boot, and things took a turn for the worse. Just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, the team working on Apple's mixed reality headset, the Vision Pro, wasn't impressed with Siri at all. They even thought about making their voice system. There was just way too much drama within the team, and on top of it all, Siri seems to be getting even duller. These days, it's all "sorry, I don't understand," or "here are some results I found on the web." Not exactly helpful. Apple can shake things up, according to Mark Gurman's Power On newsletter. The next iOS update might bring some changes to Siri. Apple's generative AI technology could give Siri a major upgrade. According to a report by The Information, Apple plans to use large language models to make Siri smarter. So, ideally, Siri should be able to do complex tasks with just a simple voice command. If this happens, it'll be a game changer for Siri. But it also means that the days of devices like the Rabbit R1 might be numbered, even sooner than we thought. Apple's shopping spree did not stop at AI companies. It pointed toward a big push for Siri. They acquired Inductive to improve Siri's data voices, making it understand natural language better. Pullstring was another buy, aiming to make Siri features easier for iOS developers to work with. After all the drama within the Siri team, these advancements could be a game changer for both Apple and Siri users worldwide. Now, let's talk about one incredible advantage Apple has: on-device AI. With over 1 billion devices already in users' hands, Apple can now leverage on-device AI, also known as Edge AI. Unlike cloud computing, where AI models run on remote servers, Edge AI runs directly on the device itself, cutting the need for an internet connection or cloud servers. This means faster, more secure, and reliable AI performance. Apple didn't shy away from investing big in this area, splashing $200 million to acquire Xnor AI, aiming to boost its on-device processing capabilities. With their ARM-based chips featuring custom neural processing units found in their laptops, watches, phones, and tablets, Apple has complete control over both hardware and software. This tight integration leads to greater efficiency and performance compared to their computers. It's a strategic move that puts Apple in a prime position for on-device AI systems. This ties in with the ideas of Alan Kay, a big name in computer science. He once said that those serious about software should make their own hardware. Talking about large language models on devices. They've been tried before, but they were slow and not quite ready. However, Apple's researchers have figured it out. They managed to fit a large language model into a MacBook, and it runs faster than standard models, up to 4 to 25 times faster, depending on whether it's GPU or CPU focused. They did this by using some clever tricks, like storing the model in the device's flash memory instead of RAM. They also claim they can run models twice as large as the computer's physical memory, which sounds impossible, but you can check out their paper for more details. So, Siri has been kind of stuck in a place for a while, but this breakthrough could change that. It could mean a much better user experience across all Apple devices. Apple's advantage here is unique. They have over 1 billion devices already in people's hands, so any features they come up with can be pushed out to millions of users overnight. Behind the scenes, Apple is not sitting still. However, they seem a bit behind compared to what we're used to seeing from them. AI moves fast, so it'll be interesting to see how they catch up, especially with all the internal conflicts in their Siri department. Meanwhile, Apple is taking over the smartphone scene by introducing new versions on loop. When a new version is released, it is almost like a carnival is happening. People go crazy and they buy it as soon as they can. Do you, however, think Apple products are overhyped or overpriced? Will Apple crack the big deal? Only time will tell. Let us know what your thoughts are on Apple stepping into AI in the comment section below. Also, hit that like and subscribe buttons to show us some love. Until next time.